big thing. But I'm in the forest. Hold on. Anyway, so I thought I'd come out today and talk a little bit. There's a few things I wanted to say. So first of all, I've just literally like 10 seconds ago put out a short on an update of our build in the forest, home in the forest, house in the forest, whichever you want to prefer to call it, and why season 3 hasn't started yet. Well, there's lots of reasons why season 3 hasn't started, but the main one being that we're in St. Petersburg and not in Novgorod. St. Petersburg is where we live, at the moment, that hurts, and Novgorod is where we're building. So can't build where we aren't at. So I put out a short anyway, quick short, and while I was here, I thought I'll have a little wander about and chat. And some of the comments that I've been watching, I'll like all comments, as you know. I read all comments, I reply to 99.99% of them. The odd one I don't, if it's too controversial and I don't want to start a text war. But generally, I reply to all the comments. This is, if you watch the video me and my wife made earlier, it's right here, and it was the melt snow and coming through the forest, and that is now virtually finished. I'm just going to show you what actually happened to the melt snow. As you can see, this is the exact place where it was flowing like mad, and you can see now. Oh God, he can lay down in that, innit? You just know he's going to go down in it. I can see. No, not this time. You can lay in that. Normally lays in the water. But anyway, as you can see, the melt snow is dried up. There's very little of it left now, and in fact, in only a few weeks' time, even could be a couple of weeks, this will have completely vanished, and there will be no more stream here. It will be completely dry. This is literally only a temporary stream that runs while the snow's melting. Well, when the water from the snow melts coming. And you see the ground's very wet still, and there's still quite a bit of water here, but not that much. Quite okay. It's not as it was. So anyway, what was out here today? One of the comments I wanted to address, well, not really address, but just talk about, was, while I'm walking to the forest, quite warm actually. One of the comments was talking about, I mentioned about, there's a short I put out about talking about fences, and the fence I'm going to put up, or not going to put up, around my property in Novgorod. And hey Jackie, come in. And the reason, there's my wolf dog. So I've got a wolf dog, but I don't want wild wolves in the garden. And basically, the town where we're building is called Staraya Russa, and it means Old Rus, not Old Russia, but Old Rus. Very different. And up there's a known problem for wolves. And basically, they've been plaguing the town with wolves for years. And because it's so rural there, that there's a lot of wildlife. Hopefully, I probably have talked about it, but I haven't made a video about it. But we get deer in the garden, and then there's beavers not too far away, a few hundred meters, and all things that visit the garden. There's even a stork video, you can see that. So it's a very, very beautiful place. But in with that mix is bears and wolves. Now bears, I think, oh my God, bears. I'm thinking, oh my God, bears. They're about 1 kilometre away. There's a river that attracts them, and they go to that river. And bears do not come into the town, except the odd one. Okay, so it's happened. There was a baby bear, a couple, came into town 2 years ago, 2004 I think it was, and basically he got lost in the forest and they ended up in the town, running down the high street in the town. There's a video of it. You'd have to hunt for it now, but there is a video. It's not on YouTube, but it's on VK I think, and you can hunt for it. Bear on the street in Staraya Russa, you find it. And they've got so many videos of this baby bear running through the street, and it's just an oddity. But that's not a problem. Bears not coming to town. On our property, we've not seen any. But what we do get is wolves. and wolves have plagued the town for a long time. Wolves don't attack humans. They're shy of humans, they're afraid of humans, they won't be near humans. But what they will do is take a tethered animal. So if you've got sheep, obviously, things like that, wild livestock, but they'll also take pets, animals, cats, dogs, and anything that's tethered is at risk at night. So if you've got a dog tethered up at night time, then there's a risk that a wolf or a pack of wolves will come and take the dog. It's well documented, and I've actually in the comment section I left a link to there's a newspaper article about it, about one of them, and basically it's in Russian, but if you look you can translate it with Google Translate, and there's a bit of a story there about it, about someone who's lost a dog to a wolf, and it's kind of a reoccurring theme. A few years back they brought in a team of hunters from Moscow, and they had a massive cull on the wolf population, and it stopped it for a while. But basically people get fed up with how are you doing, Playworld, YJ, Playworld, how are you doing? So basically people got fed up of the noise of wolves at night howling around the village, and losing pets to wolves. So they had a massive cull and the population was brought under control, and it seems like now they're kind of starting to come back again. They've rebred and they're coming back again. There's some horrible pictures where they've had this cull and they've got all these dead wolves laying. You can find it there, you can look on Google and find Stare Russa, find the wolf problem that's been culled. So that's kind of where we're at. And the best way to stop a wolf, get your dog, is to keep them inside the house at night time, or in a caged kennel that a wolf cannot get at. So that's kind of the plan. Fence, would it stop a wolf? Don't know. Maybe if it was dug in very deep, possibly. But they are cutting things and they will dig under fences, and these two buggers will dig under fences as well. Isn't it very beautiful here today? Beautiful, beautiful forest today. And so that's one thing I wanted to address about the wolf thing. And the other one is why we are here in St. Petersburg, still not in Novgorod, doing the build. And the reason is because we had some legalities to sort out here in St. Petersburg with the old house, some registration issues that have been going on for some years. We've still not got that sort of stuff, and the fact that the van broke, and I've been struggling to find a decent vehicle to get us up there. So we went to see one yesterday, an old Peugeot, and we thought, nah, we ain't touching it. Then another one was garbage as well. And then we spotted a Ford diesel CD, hold on, let's get it right, TDICI or CID. TIC, something like that, DC something I, turbo diesel basically, with a CI, I'm not sure what that stands for. But anyway, it's a nice Ford. It's quite expensive, it's about $2,000. You think, that's not a lot of money for a car. It is in Russia, it's a huge sum. It's a kind of finance kind of sum. It's a lot of money to most people here. It's kind of, vast. But what it will do, if we get this vehicle, it will allow us to get to Novgorod and get on with the build, and it will allow me to work in winter when I'm sat around here doing nothing, waiting to go back to Novgorod. So the plan is, hopefully, either early next week or maybe today or tomorrow, we're going to go and see that vehicle. If it's good, probably going to snap it up, because it is a Ford Mondeo DTC, I think. TDICI or DTC, something like that. But anyway, it's the gear version, which has got all the mod cons, so you like electric windows and front and rear, and heated seats that you can control, and heated windscreen, and heated this and heated that, and all that. So and leather interior as well. It looks very nice. It's not got any smashed windscreen, which is typical in Russia. Chick Jackie, what are you doing? Come on. What are you doing? So that's the plan anyway, to get that Ford, hopefully, and then we'll be back on the road to Novgorod. So that's why I came out, man. I wanted to walk the dogs anyway. It's a nice day. I thought it was going to be colder, and it's not. It's quite warm. I've never noticed that over there. What is that over there? There is a big lump of something. I'm keeping an eye on where I am, because as you can see, surrounded by forest in this part. and it's very easy to get lost. Just keep an eye on where I'm going. But anyway, getting lost in your own, at the back of your own house would not be embarrassing much, would it, on YouTube, on a live stream? So I'll keep an eye. But what is all this here? What is this mountain of rubbish by the looks of it in the forest? What does that come from? I was going to investigate. What is that? I've never been down this part of the forest. Of all the years we've been here. This used to be a military training ground at one point, and I'm thinking this could be part of that sort of thing where they've dug up embankments and things. But it seems to be a lot of rubbish up there. What is all that come from? I'll have to have an investigate. What's this here? This must have been one of the roads coming in, I would guess. What is all this come from? Wonder what's over the other side. I thought there was houses down the other side. Let's have a look. Never been in this part of the forest. We go mushroom picking, but we go up the other side of the forest where we know there are mushrooms. Never been down here. My God, what's all this come from? Looks like junk has been thrown down in rubbish. I see bits of an old TV up there. Oh, this is a road. This was a road at one time, or it's going to be a road. Ah, now I get it. And they've managed to get in a fly tip, haven't they? But they've been doing it for a long time by the looks of it. Because there's a lot here. Oh my good God. Where did this lot come about? My God. You ever seen so much rubbish in all your life? This would have been a road. Oh my God. It is just full of it. When I've never been down this part of the forest, I've never seen this. Oh my good God. Some people, they will just do rubbish anyway, won't they? There's even an old window there. It is disgusting. I mean, how did it even get down here? This has been here a long time by the looks of it. An awful long time. I see houses through there. Oh my God. It doesn't stink, but it's unsightly, isn't it? You like it now, you like it. Can you imagine coming from the forest there and then you're finding this in the middle of the forest? What the hell? How did that get there? So this is a path. Anyway, I'm guessing that this has been here a long time and that this would have been a road at one time, and it's obviously overgrown. And there's actually a house here. Is it a house? I can hear dogs. I think it's another abandoned dacha. I've never seen this here. I've never been this far. Yeah, there's an abandoned dacha. Oh my God. I can hear dogs barking over there. Yeah, this is... I'm not going to... Alright, I think. Not sure, but that looks like an abandoned dacha to me. It's been here a long time. It's all fallen in. Oh my God. I don't do abandoned places and urbex and all that. That's all just spy into all that. But, I'm not sure where I am actually. I didn't even know this lot had been built down here. This is all new. Oh my good God. So this is an abandoned, I guess it was a dacha at one time. And that's the road down there. That must be the new road they built. I've not even been down there. So yeah. God, what a place, eh? It shows you, doesn't it? Just walk a few yards from your house. Come this way, Jackie. Come on. We'll go back out the other side. Walk a few yards from your house where you don't realise that other urbanisation is creeping in from the other side. And this is what I was saying about urbanisation here, where there was nobody in the forest, nothing. Now I can see there's a road up there with houses on it. When did that appear? An abandoned dacha. So obviously, well, you're busy living your life on one side of the forest, on the other side is filling up. It's unbelievable. That is quite something. Anyway, working my way down here, back into the forest, and try and find my way back again. Archie, Jackie. So this is the, oh God knows, how did I get across this? How am I going to get across this? This is interesting. This wasn't here when I came this way, was it? I have to get over here somehow. So where did I come? I came in over there. So I'm going to work my way back up there. I'm not going for a dip today. Or any day. Especially not here, all this rubbish here. A lot of it. A lot of glass broken here. Oh my God. Even old records there, look, LPs. They've been there sometime. This has been here sometime. A long time, I would say. This has been here. This rubbish. I thought this has been like years and years it was dumped here. I suppose it's when they started building over there, and maybe they built this road or cleared this road at some point, and what have you. And then never quite got finished off. And somebody's come along, some fly tipper has come along and fly tipped it. It wasn't one, was it? It's been consistent for. Get out of there! What have you found? Go out there! Hey. Disgusting. I don't know what they're sniffing out there. They'll try and come across here. Come on this way. Go back here, across here, back into the nice bit of forest. But you can imagine the fly tippers have been consistently a problem here. It's just people, aren't it? Near people. Doesn't matter where you go in the world, you'll always get a fly tipper. I'm going to cross diagonally. Come on! Jackie, Archie, come on! What? They found an old sink there with water and drinking out of that. Like all the water. Come on! This way, come on! Archie, come on! Archie! Just ignore me. Come on! Oh, there we go. He's on his way now. Now, try and work my way back through the forest here. I think I can see a pile of, a lump of ground over there. I think that's where I came, that's the end of the road. Just shows you how close. And I mean, I'd seen further down there that the road had been grown, but I didn't realise how far it had gone and how much they'd built. Obviously, there's full houses there and dogs barking and all that, fences up. There's quite a lot of progress there. Oh, is it progress? Hard to say, it's progress. Yeah, that's my road there. So we've got that road over there full of houses, and we've got that road way up there full of houses, and this is the last bit. This is kind of the island where the forest remains for the time being. But this, in fact, this forest here is going to disappear very fast. But ding ding. Hello, how you doing? But ding ding. So this is, yeah, that's sort of completely urbanised over there. We've seen it on the rubbish, plus all the rubbish. And over here, we've got the house up there and my road. And this is the last bit of forest in between. It's it. This is the last bit, and I love it down here. I absolutely love this bit of forest. Look at all the white flowers. It is just gorgeous. I mean, look at it. It's just full of. You get down here. I'll show you just how nice this forest is. The white flowers are everywhere. Gorgeous. And it's going to disappear. It's going to disappear. So I'm not even going to walk along the road. I'm going to stay along here. I know where I am now. Anyway, I'm not lost. That's something. And walk along here. That's the kind of road up there that was parallel to the forest. And how you doing, Arthur? Arthur Vincent, how you doing? So yeah, that's the story so far. We're stuck in St. Petersburg. Not stuck here. We're just it's kind of, I don't know how you say in English. In Russian, mutualist. we're just kind of getting ready to go, you know. Hopefully, I'm waiting for my wife to be prepared now. She's doing something this morning. She did some online work. We already talked about that lots of times. So she's getting finished up at about 2 o'clock. Hopefully we're going to go and see this other car. It's Ford and diesel. And if it turns out okay, we will probably purchase it either today or tomorrow, I'm thinking. However, if it turns out to be a big pile of shite, then we won't, obviously. The car I went to see yesterday, Peugeot, it was very rough. All the electric should be messed with. There's no buttons for the windows to go up and down at the front. The aircon unit was missing, the pipes, whatever, the unit was missing. Started and ran all right. And for a cheap runabout, would have been fine. But it was like the VIN number wasn't on a VIN plate as you'd expect. Shut up! On a VIN number, wasn't on a VIN plate as you'd expect. But actually, what do you call it? The number had been stamped into the wing, in the wing. I thought, you know what? I've never seen a VIN number stamped in a wing before. I've seen on VIN plates, but never on a wing. And I thought, so I had a quick Google where the VIN number is on these vehicles, and yeah, it's in the right place. But the VIN number was not license plate, except for on Peugeot at the beginning of the VIN number and at the end of the VIN number there's like a shield symbol, and everything was spaced correctly except for the last number. It was 9 and a shield symbol beside it, and they were touching. There was no gap in between the letters, which told me that I think it had been restamped. Either the VIN number had been altered from another car, or it was the wing off another car, the VIN number off another car, and been stuck on there. Who knows? I was like, no. Probably we could have registered. Probably. Would it have been okay? Probably. As a cheap runabout, probably would have been fine. Could have put a couple of new window things on it, whatever. But I thought, you know what? Nah. I just not going to take it. I am splendid. We're okay. We're okay. It's nice and warm today. Although it's not warm in the house, it's kind of cold if you sit about. But yeah. So anyway, that's why we didn't take the Peugeot, and why we're still looking for another car. And the Ford that we're looking at, hopefully today, once my wife's finished work, short, which actually shouldn't be too far away now. I am kind of lost here. Where are we? I can see more stuff. Oh, I know where I am. I've ended up on the road. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, I know where I am. So yeah, okay, without getting lost. So anyway, apart from that, I found another one of my wife's videos, another Elena video, but it's only 1 minute long, and this is a good video. That's not good. It's a video, but basically it shows the land just before the foundation. So we'd gone up into something, and I was still clearing some trees where we had it cleared once, and it was a second clearing. We'd gone back again to do some more clearing, and at that point I think the second excavator came, either before or after that video was shot. It's only a 1 minute video, but it's going to be, it'll probably release tomorrow, Sunday, my schedule. That'll be out, and you can have a look at that and see the land just before we put the foundation in. It was kind of summertime, so it would have been the summer before winter. I put the foundation in winter. Actually, I was waiting to get the pile machine up there, whatever. So it's kind of before all that, in the lull before winter came, and whatever. So yeah, that's where we're at. Anyway, back onto the road here. It's quite warm now. I've got a coat on. I shouldn't have put a coat on. Boiling my arse off. Oh, back onto the road. There we are. So, back onto the road. I can tell you nothing really. There's a battery video planned, a second battery video planned. There is a tool repair video planned. But probably, maybe, I don't think I'll be here to do those videos. I think we'll have already gone to Starry Russell by then. So, we'll see what happens. I'm sort of dubious on doing those videos. I want to get on with season 3, obviously. I've got material. There's actually 2.5 cubic meters of, or 2 cube of material laying there of timber for the frame, and there's also about another 6 or 8 cube of the planks that we use for the flooring, under the ceiling, under the floor, and the roof spaces. So there's all that there, a lot of material up there, still laying. So all that that's up there has to be moved inside the building. Once we've got the frame done, then everything that's outside on the ground will come in to the property and be piled up in there ready for next winter. How far we get this summer, hard to say, but I'm hoping we get the whole frame up. Kinda, maybe, who knows? But so yeah, so that's what we're at. And my live streams have been a bit erratic, and the reason for the erraticness is because internet has been on and off. No, we're not chasing motorbikes. That sounds like a motorbike to me. Maybe it's a chainsaw. But, so yeah, it's been a bit erratic because of the security situation. Obviously, there's a conflict going on. We're bombing this kind of thing. Things fly over here sometimes. What have you? Well, they've never managed to get through, but it disrupts the internet, unfortunately. So when that's disrupted, I can't live stream. So that's why we were out last night. I thought, great, last night we had all the torches charged up, and all the headlamps, torches charged up, ready to go. Everything was ready. I thought, and then no internet. So great, couldn't do that last night. So just the way it is here, unfortunately. In Stary Russa, Novgorod should be a lot better. I'm hoping so. We will be out of a place. See, we're near the airport here, and obviously Ukraine wants to attack the airport. Not that they've managed to do it, but they've tried. Up there, we're not near anything like that, so we'll be a lot less interruptions, I'm thinking. But who knows? Who knows what could happen? But anyway, that's the story so far. So today, hopefully, off to see another car, and I'm getting tired of getting taxis and going to the town and then walking miles to find a bloody car, then walking back. Pain in the ass, to be honest. It's sort of exhausting. Car hunting is not fun, is it? And whatever, you know. So, but hopefully, if this Ford looks okay, I'm not going to mess around. It looks, to be honest, it looks too good a condition to be bad. Everything, apart from, of course, there's always a nuance, isn't there? One of the springs is broken, so but for the price it's at, a spring to be broken, kind of, yeah, you'd expect something to be broken on a car of that quality, like, and one of the springs is gone. So it's a case of putting a spring back on one of the struts at the front. I think it's at the front. It'll still run, obviously, but I wouldn't want to go over big potholes without springing. Kind of damage the suspension, wouldn't you? So if we do get it, it's a case of putting a spring on. Very easy to get the parts for those here. Dead easy, not a big problem, and they're cheap as well. So they're not big heavy springs like they are on the van. They're quite light things. I had a quick look online. They're about $20. So very easy fix. Replacing the string. I'm trying to get these dogs back before those cars get up here and they'll start chasing cars. So anyway, that's the end of this live stream. Thanks for joining me. I'll put a short out today as well about why we're still here, and I'll see you all in the next one. Oh no, it's not going to be. We're okay. I thought we were going to come up here, so not so. But anyway, bit of a trek, innit? Had a bit of a walk, that. So anyway, that's it for today. As soon as we've got some more progress, we'll do another live and tell you, or put out a video or a short something. Let you know what the progress is on the move to Stary Russa. Until then, I'll catch you all in the next one, whenever that may be.